We started a really small little studio over near Market Harbour way, and that sort of took off quite well. And we looked for ages for a suitable venue for somewhere bigger. Found this place, the landlord was really up for it, helped us out a lot, and it's evolved from there. You know, started with a couple of little Tascam digital desks, moved up to a big Allen Heath noisy thing, and then up to the Audient. The studio has been here for, I think it's 6 years this summer, and the work has been steadily getting better and better. Obviously, as you probably know, Russ has been involved quite a lot with the studio, and that in turn has led to rather a lot of metal bands. So I've been, pretty much last year was pretty much all metal, but it does range, you know, rock, indie, anything guitar based really. I'm not particularly interested in the electronic-y stuff. I literally just had a band in from York, and apparently in up York way, the Parlour is where everybody wants to go. They said they were going here, and everyone was really excited. I've had so many bands from York now. Yeah, obviously the word of mouth spreads. I'm doing an album currently with a band from Devon. They drive all the way up here for 3 days at a time, just because it's the, you know, it's the place they've managed to get the results they wanted to get. You know, it's got a great sounding live room. We've got great equipment. There's place for people to stay. You know, we're sort of residential, although it's not exactly the Ritz, but you know, it's free to stay over. And if you want somewhere better, there's Travelodge over the road. But yeah, it's just, you know, you can come here, get away from the town, you know, and just get into it and get a really good result without spending an absolute fortune. I've actually got quite a few hardcore bands who will always come to me now, you know, and they have done for a couple of years. You know, once every 6 months they'll come and do another EP or an album or whatever, and yeah, they love it, and they spread the word as well. You know, I tell you what, I've learned, especially the last couple of years, the gear is most definitely secondary. I haven't really longed to buy anything else for quite a while now, actually. It's so much more what you know and not what you're using. Obviously, the gear is important to a point, you know, but no, after that, it's more about what you do with it, isn't it? I think they'd describe me as patient, which I think is definitely an attribute you need to do this job. Yeah, patient, easy to get on with, and I will eventually. It is their project at the end of the day. I won't. You know, if they don't want to do something, they won't have to. They'll do it how they want. I take a view of, I let the bands get on with it, but I'll definitely, you know, stick my oar in if I think it needs it. You know, if an arrangement is a bit long-winded or, you know, something's not working, I'll definitely say, and it's up to the band if they want to, you know, take that advice or not. I just love doing it. I love getting good sounds. I love the band's face when it all comes together and they're like, wow, that sounds amazing. Yeah, and it's really exciting. I actually look forward to coming to work, you know, on a Monday morning. I'm like, oh brilliant, who have we got in today? It's pretty rare that I have a bad day these days, you know. You know, you learn to see when a problem is arising and start to maybe usher certain people out the room, or you know, take someone to one side. You know, if the singer's not doing too well, you have little tricks you can do, like put the lights down a bit and put the fancy blue lights on, and that usually gets people going. Or put the old pitch shift on their vocals so that they sing really high. That makes everyone laugh, and you know, everyone chills out again, and we can start again and try it again. You know, you gradually just sort of now far to push people after you've worked with them for a little while. I tell you what I do like to do is like with mic and drums up, I like to pretty much try and use different mics every time and move and put them in different places. Just, you can fall into the trap of doing, you know, SM57 on the snare or whatever, but yeah, we like the snare, I'll cycle around 4 or 5 different mics on each project. Yeah, obviously if one doesn't work, I'll try a different one, but you know, the go-to one is usually different every time. You can mic up the drum kit and have a really good drummer play it. It sounds amazing. You can put someone who can't play drums on it and it will sound rubbish. You know, so it's all about the musician first, then the instrument, then everything that I do. 3 favourite things about this studio. Alright, okay, the live room sounds fantastic. lovely equipment, and everything's really reliable, and everything works, and it's all where I want it to be. That's loads of things though. I think it's just as important when you're selling studio time for it to look nice as well as everything else, because when people come in and to have a look around, if it looks nice and tidy, and I think that helps, you know. If it looks like a bit of a bomb site, I think that does help a lot. Also, if everything works, like we get a couple of different producers coming in, and if the patch bay is all neatly labelled up and everything actually works, I think that's a plus. I tell you what, we don't get much work locally. It's really weird. All the local bands, I don't know where they go. All our work comes from all over the country, you know, right from Scotland down to Devon, but not so many local bands. I guess they go to the cheaper local studios. But I'll tell you which attracts the metal bands is the selection of amps. Like, we've got a really good selection of amps to use out there. Marshalls, PVs, selection of 4x12 cabs, and they're all free to use as well. It is literally just, let's get the sound you want. You know, you go away with a CD you're actually really proud of that will stand up against any CD in HMV. It's not going to cost you the earth. You'll have a good time doing it. You know, I think that's all there is to it, really. You know, as long as everyone's comfortable, you know, and they can just do their thing. I think that's all you need. You know, that's it.